Hi guys, welcome back. Tactics Thursday, and we are at war. War is upon me finally, so let's see if these plans I were making will come to fruition. So let's see what we've got. More efficient laws can be enacted. Let's see what that tells us. Service by requirement as conscription. So let's do that. Conscription laws, service by requirement. Let's enact that. Total economic mobilization. We'll have a bit of that. And also, let's see, mixed industry and censored press. So let's see. Press laws. Censored press, there we go, because we don't want the wrong word getting out. And mixed industry, where is mixed industry in there? Well, it tells me, doesn't it? So mixed industry, industrial policy laws. So industrial policy laws, mixed industry. So there we go, we're not fascists, which is great. So that's done. Now we've obviously got national decisions, the day of infamy. So there we go, the day of infamy is now upon us, and we have been suddenly and deliberately attacked. And what we're also going to do is declare war on Germany. See, now the thing is, what we'll do is we'll offer an alliance to these guys. Okay, don't ally with us then. Okay, so the question is the Axis. Can we declare war? No. Let's go here. Okay. Let's cancel that for a second. So that's done. That's done. Censored press, mixed industry, day of infamy. More efficient laws, heavy industrial emphasis as industrial policy laws. So there we go. Heavy industry emphasis. Now, before I do anything, what I'm going to do is go to production and go to division. And I am going to start creating some shitloads of armor. So we'll create some of those armor and light armor, and we'll put those as serial. Put like 15 of those. And what we'll also do is we'll create some infantry. Whoops, get rid of all those. Infantry. There we go. Infantries. And I think one anti-aircraft, and we'll create the 10 of those, and then we'll also do that with anti-tank and create 10 of those. Right, okay, so as you can see, production is nutty at the moment. That and that, leave that as it stands. So yeah, we're okay. Now as you can see, production, yay. So let's just see what happens. Units and port supply. Now see, this is my main port for supply. I'm just wondering if I've got the infrastructure. It's probably, yeah, see, the infrastructure is not too bad, but that doesn't explain why these guys tend to be in poor supply. See, they're okay now, but that could be because we're now at war. So, the question is, in order to, because at the moment it said it was a limited war, so I think what I need to do is do some diplomacy and declare war on Germany. Conquer Germany. So there we go. I've now declared war on Germany as well. So, it could be that I've hopefully declared war on the right people. Actions, now allies. What can I do? Right, let's see. Join faction. 5 in diplomatic points, so we will join the allies. Excellent. This is excellent news. So, That means then I can then start moving fleets over. And what I need to do is see what I've got here. I need the muff divers to go out and patrol. So I'm going to send them there. I'm going to say patrol because that's the primary route in. So those guys are going to patrol up there. And we'll have the other submarine fleet. See, there's a long distance to go, isn't there? See, look at that. Oh, is that looks slightly out of... I'm pretty sure England was further down here, but I could be wrong. I'm not geographically competent, I suppose you could say. Send these guys here. See, now that's too far. Send these guys here, maybe? No, still too far. I'm going to have to rebase them. So, if I rebase him to here, maybe. Tell him to rebase there. And also... See, this is the US Ranger Task Force. I'm going to get them to rebase there as well, because what I want to do is use them to go across the world, so to speak. So, as you can see, their organisation is a little low. Now, what I also need is, on my technology, see, that's there. I need more officers. So... let's just put that down a second. Let's just move that down a second. There we go. So I need... Let's have a look. Okay, by 11 officers each day. So that's pretty good. We'll leave that there at the moment. Actually, what I might do is move that up. Okay. There you go. 49. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. What's that? That's that. I'll have that set at 40 officers a day. Because I need plenty of orifices. As indeed we all do. There we go. There we go, 40 officers. So lock that in place. And put that up. And leave that down. Actually, we'll leave that as it is. So, now, as you can see, now... Cavalry small arms, that's okay. Militia small arms level 2, that's better. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now the question is, once these guys have moved over, yes, we are now a member of the Allies. There we go. So, what we need to then do is... So, as you can see, everything's good there. Okay, government's in exile, so we'll try and get over there. Now, the question is England under any sort of attack at the moment? Let's have a look at the intel map mode. I've got no intel there. Diplomatic. See, France, that's France. So, as you see, look, oh my goodness, look at all that. Vichy France. Region map mode, infrastructure, supply. Okay, let me check my supplies. See, these guys are in good supply, that's okay-ish. There are supply convoys going out. Yep, there we go, supply convoy to that location, so supplies are okay there. So that's not the end of the world. So, the question is, has Pearl Harbor been knocked out? Oh, Jesus Christ, don't tell me the whole bloody lot in Pearl Harbor was taken out without me even... Jesus, it looks like... Oh, maybe not. Let's have a look. Yes, I've got my battleship fleet still. With the Lexington and the Saratoga. So... let's see what we can start pushing into. What is this? That's Saipan. Let's move up to Saipan, I think. Now the question is... actually, we've got some guys here, haven't we? We'll send these guys to Saipan. And do convoy raiding, I think. Right, okay, so engage enemy, so we'll go to, actually, what we'll do is, as they're up here, let me go to political map mode, I think it is. Yeah, they're up here. I am going to send those over. Now, these guys, like cruisers, I want to send them here and just say a sortie. Engage any enemy they find. So they're coming back for a redoodah. And let's see if we can get the battleship guys. Here we go. Out to here and get them to intercept. So the question is, will they actually do that? Sortie? Yeah. So they're basically going to leave out of there and make a sortie over there and intercept anybody. Now, what we're also going to do is we're going to have Phil sub-arse here, go over to here and intercept any... No, see, now they're not going, which is rather strange. Sortie. Aggressive. Okay. So, what I want is these two guys. Let's see, I might actually send them here and have them sortie, but have them as a defensive. There we go. So let's see what happens there. This little area in the Haiku jungle. Now the question is, I don't have any jungle warfare equipment. At least not yet anyway. See, I'm just wondering. See, because that will reduce my jungle attrition. Let's get that up to the top. And start researching that as quickly as possible. See, it's going to take a little while. But hopefully what we'll be able to do is research jungle equipment there. Is this... No, that's all the Netherlands. So that's British. That's still the Netherlands. Now the question is whether or not we can push into here and then up towards there. We don't really want to attack Japan straight on. We want to try and liberate the areas that they've taken. So we shall see. Okay, so that is bottomly. They're attacking the Japs now. And you can see the Japanese here. The question is, do I have somewhere that I can land? Because, you see, what I'm thinking is I need to leave those guys there. But I might use this area as a jumping off point. So what I will do, though, is I will send these guys, if they can, over to here. Now, it won't let me do anything. See? Range. See, they don't have the range. See? Buggeration. Okay. They can't rebase there. So, the question is, what do I do? Because these guys here are a good bunch. Let's see. Now, what I want to do is... if I remember rightly... Where the bloody hell are my leaders? Because I want to get... one of my guys out of here. Now, if I remember rightly, let me just see if I can pull that information up. Because... here we go. I need to get Roosevelt. Roosevelt's in the hot seat, obviously. So I'm basically... Eisenhower's commanding a tank division in Hawaii, so I need to get him kind of up and at him, so to speak. So, let's have a look here. There's Eisenhower. So what I need to do is get him promoted nice and high and put him in charge of everything, I think. So that means then, actually, we'll have him in charge of this. So there we go. Craig, you're out, I'm afraid. And can we get Izzy in? So let's just downgrade him a second. Where is Eisenhower? Come on, Ike. Where are you? There we go. So Eisenhower's now in place. There you go. Logistics Wizard, Offensive Doctrine, Skill 5. So that will make things hopefully better for us in that respect. Now, who's in charge? Honolulu, Somerville. He doesn't have much experience. So let's have a look to see who's got better. Oh, Bradley. Omar Bradley. He is Logistics Wizard, Offensive Doctrine and Engineer. Holy crap, he's good. Now the thing is, I'm thinking I need him to drag troops in. Panzer Leader, Offensive Doctrine, Offensive and Commando. Van der Grift. And the trouble is, Somerville's not very good. And he's a Logistics Wizard, so... What to do? Okay, so for the time being, we'll just move one of these guys in. I do not want to use Bradley, but as it's a thing, and he's a Panzer Leader, we'll use this guy. There we go. So Divas is in there. Now, let's see what happens over here. What is their current mission? Okay, United Nations, there we go. The end of the beginning, but the beginning of the end, and the end of the beginning, and the beginning of the beginning, and the start of the middle. So, it's all very nervous. It's like, what can I do? What can I do? Come on, lads, get out there and start flipping patrolling shit. Because, look, you've got flipping Bottomley's aircraft there. So what I might actually do is send Phil Subass as a sortie there. So, oh, and they're going back. So I guess they're out of. We'll have to see. So you guys make your way out there, do whatever you need to do. De Gaulle. Holy crap, de Gaulle's in France, so that's going to be interesting. But the good news is we're now members of the Allies, which is obviously great news as far as I'm concerned. So if you look, obviously, see, look, there we go. There we are, there's us. We are the Allies. See what our war goals are. Conquer Germany. And, here we go. Add war goal. Conquer Japan. And also, so there we go. That's the war goals. Can we add war goals? No, we can't. Here we go. Oh, no, actually, let's go back here. War goals. So, we want to conquer Japan and we want to conquer Germany. So, let's see. Expedition, can I send... we have a diplomat en route and he will arrive November 1941, the 28th. So, I've got a little while to wait. So, I could send an expeditionary force over. So, until the diplomat is en route or gets there, there's not a lot I can do. Must mull. And I need to get my air, land and sea forces to England somehow. So the question remains, what is here? So, 1,000 troops there, 8,000, yeah. Lots of infantry. So, the question is, if I can get these guys here, what have I got available here? So I've got troops there. So if I tell these guys to strategically redeploy to there, and also these guys to strategically redeploy there, and the armor here to strategically redeploy there. Then I can fit them onto the ship, and we can then also start talking about these fellas, so the likes of these guys, this fella here, who I want to go to there, and I want this fella there. And let's see, how many have I got there? That's good. Yep, we'll send those guys there as well, because then what I'll do is I'll load them onto the ship there. How many have I got here? See, there's 8,000. They're good, so I can load them on there as well. Now, oh, what's this? Oh, English submarines. That's good. For some reason, I thought it was a germ. Oh, look at all these people. Oh my goodness, all of this. Look at this. Now that we're allied, you see, looks like these guys are making pushes in here. Oh, wonder if we can actually redeploy to a base there. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? Is this a base? Okay, so we can, at Somerville, we can repair. So we can actually move our fleet over there. Now the question is, what fleet do I want to move over? The battleship fleet. Let's have a look at these fellas. Yeah, let's see if I can move these fellas over to dock on the course here. There we go. So we're going to send those guys over to assist. They cannot carry anything at the moment, but that's great news, because then what we can do is that we can also send over the expeditionary force at some point, which is, where the hell are they? So, where is my great big huge battle fleet? See, there's a submarine fleet and a transport fleet. See, that's going over to help them out, which I am splendiferously pleased about. And the question is, what else is down here? There's nothing really. So we can repair stuff there. That's helpful. Being allied is so much fun. So, let's see what we've got here. There's dive bombing wings. You've got the Army Air Force there. Now the question is, what have we got here? So there's the master fleet. So let's have a look. Now, how many can he take? He's got, okay, so he can have 12 ships. So the question is, what's he got? Because what I might do is add a couple of cruisers in there and have him as my main Pacific fleet. So he's got light cruisers and destroyers basically to act as a screen for 2 carriers. Okay, so let's see what's going on in Frisco. So we've just got those 2. And that bunch. Now, the question remains about transports to get them over to here. Because I would, in theory, like to get troops over here as well. So, if I get loads of troops over, all these troops basically get them loaded up, send them over. Can I attach a destroyer fleet? See, look, that's a destroyer fleet, and I could send a lot of troops over. So that's not mine, that is mine. Okay, so that's the US Ranger Task Force. They're going there. Now the question is, yeah, let's send them over to Ireland and have them here. Can we go there? No, can we go there? Yes, we can. There we go. So they're on their way across to Ireland. And Upham there can command... Holy crap, he can command 18 ships. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my goodness. Now, the question is, can I put any more in there now? Let's have a look. Battleship Fleet Kirk. Yeah, I could probably take these two. And... See, there's the Ranger... Oh, right, okay, so right. So we'll leave that as it stands for the time being and see how things go. Now, the thing is, what I also need to do is the USS Muff Divers will need to move up here and patrol. And the submarine fleet there will need to patrol... No, actually, he'll need to patrol there. Okay. So... we shall just have to see how that works out. There is the Ranger Task Force. Complete with the subs. We've lost the effect of neutrality. Well, what do you expect? We're at bloody war, you fool. God, people today. See, now the only drawback is they're now out of fuel. Oh dear, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Oh well, we'll just have to keep an eye on them, see how they get on. What? Oh! Where's this? Oh. Oh, we had a battle! The Battle of Paracel Pass. A fleet from Japan. Halsey. Oh, right. Ah, right. So there was a bit of a fisticuffs going on. So there we go. There's Burke there. With a little bit of a fisticuffs. See. So what I need to do now is get the subs out. And have them intercept. Now the only drawback is they have no fuel. So, and they're lacking in fuel. Oh. Yeah, do your duty. I'm still going to kill you all. Okay. Okay. Oh, the Battle of Hainan Strait. Oh, holy hell, look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, he needs to get the hell out of Dodge fast. I don't think he's going to make it. Shit. See, look, they're also being bombed as well by the bloody cags. Oh, heavens, look at these guys. Look, oh my goodness. Look at them flipping on poor USS Detroit. Right, so, where are my main men, is the question. I do hope they haven't been sunk already. That would upset me. So, what we're going to do is we're going to send over these guys in the fighter wing. Can we do that? Air superiority? Nope, too far to go. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So let's see if we can do the bomber wing. Can they go there? So, no, they can't do any kind of naval strike at the moment. Target a single province, target a region, no. Buggeration. See, 4 capital ships against my lad. God, poor guy. It's not going to go well. He's going to snuff it, I'm afraid. And more to the point, where are my fellas? I do hope they haven't buggered off. Ugh. We lost the 5th Destroyer Division and the USS Detroit. Son of a bitch. See that? Okay, so these guys are going to move into there. These guys have just had a battle and lost against some of those. Now the question is, do I bring in the big fleet? I think I may have to. So, let's see. Oh, of course, yeah, I lost the whole bloody lot, didn't I? Fuck, I really shouldn't have. Oh, no, actually, no. I didn't. I've got them here. So there's the Pacific fleet. And here is King. So, we are going to send King down to the Philippines. You, sir, are going to rebase. And we are going to kick some fucking ass. And drawback, it means then that I need to send Nimitz out. Here. To Hawaii. So he goes there. Rebase. So, let's see how that proceeds. Come on, fellas. Okay. Now, the question is, did my troops make it across? See, there they are, slowly making their way across. Some of my battleship fleet, yes it is. So these guys are making their way across as well. So the question is now, if I pause that, who is available here? These guys are out of supply. So if I click on him, and then say load into the transport fleet, him, select, no, him, I, no, I, there we go, and the final guy, I, and then we send the transport fleet to here. Rebase. Okay, so we're going to rebase to there for the time being. So, if they rebase to there... Oh, hell yeah. Right, so, there we go. Here's our boys here. Now, what we need to do is them to load onto the ship. And these guys, are they already on the ship? Yes, they are. These guys need to get on the ship. And I think these guys, are they not on the ship? No, they're not. And we need to get these guys onto the ship as well. Who else is on there? Yeah, they're on. And these guys onto the ship. And these guys onto the ships. And then we send this guy over to Wales. Rebase. Okay. So, the question remains, what happens now? Here come my boys. Hello, fellas. Look at you lovely, lovely people. We are docked in the corner of Wales, yes. Atta boys. So these are now basically Blair. Oh god. See, the question is, what's the infrastructure? Oh, now. See, the infrastructure around here is still pretty good, but the infrastructure around there is still much better. See, I'm wondering if we need to rebase to there. It's possible, but then it's really, really close to there, isn't it? And that concerns me, but we'll see. Question is, what I'm thinking actually is that that battleship fleet could go to there. Rebase there. Because then what I can do is I can basically keep this side with one fleet and this side with another fleet, because this is where they're going to come from. The likes of the Graf Spee and the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenauer and all those kind of things. That's where they're going to be coming from. See, look, even now you've got Dowding out there with a force. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So let us see. Let us proceed. Oh. Canadians are mobilising, that's good news. There we go, that's all the transports. Organisation's low, so well, now that these guys are here, see, the organisation's still pretty high. And okay, there are 1 day fuel left in. So the thing is, I think also I need to bring a commander over here because I have no HQ at the moment. But what I might do is create an HQ and then put Bradley in charge of it. But we'll have to wait and see. Interesting. So let's check our production. Since you West need those, yes, you can have those. Air wings. Right, let's check technology. What's being done? See, they need as much as possible. See, jungle warfare equipment. Need tactical air command, that will help. We'll see politics. How are things looking? Well, we're certainly more popular than the other party. Yay, the communists. 9% of communists. Right, so you can't demobilise when you're still at war, obviously. So, El Paso, defensive, needs, oh my goodness, needs, okay, nothing. Cincy East, what do you need? Nothing. Allied Theatres, St. John's Headquarters. Okay, oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow, look at that. So we have no problem defending this, but they do need bombers and stuff. Okay, see, the question is, go to, there we go. Oh, crikey, look at them. So the question is, can I offer any kind of support to them? See, let's have a look. See, there's the Destroy Division, Leahy. But the question is, can I... Oh, this is a naval base from which we can operate. Oh, this is a naval base. So, I wonder if I can get some transport troops out there. Now, the question is... I need a transport section. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I haven't built enough transport fleets. Damn. So, these guys are going to have to rebase. Where's it gone? Ah, here we go. We'll have to rebase here. So I'll send them down to rebase, and what I'll do is I'll use a combination of army, because these are mostly infantry, pushing back that direction. So as you can see the jungle there. What sort of, see, this is mostly jungle. Forest, jungle and stuff like that. So what I could do is I could land there, and I could send over some of my planey people. Send over the these groups. Tell them to rebase to there. And also the tactical bomber wing we can send over there as well. Rebase. And then also, what have we got here? There you go, so Phil Subarse is in there. And there's nothing going on here, so I'm going to send these guys out to Sortie. Okay. So hopefully I don't lose the Suicide Squid and we cucumber at dawn. But we'll have to see what happens. Right, so where is the... the transport fleet's on its way over. So that means we should... Hello, transport fleet. Hello, submarines. See, this is kind of ironic because historically there was this pier, this area here that the flying boats, the Catalinas, couldn't cover. So it was like an area where you used to have loads of war packs. So what we need to do is we need to move that one there. See, now the thing is, you can't move out of range too far. Can you move there? No, you can move there. Yes, patrol. Intercept. There we go. Now I think he is going back to base to rearm because he's obviously out of fuel and low on supplies. So now the question is, can he go there? Intercept. No, he can't. Why are they going straight back to base when they do that? But if you put it to Sortie, they still go back there. Wow. But I need to find out why that is. I think some research is required. So let's see. Okay, dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. I have a load of battleships here, and these guys are supplied from Pembroke. See, so these ones are here. I need those. There we go. So the trouble is they have no 1500. Yeah, you know what? The Ranger Task Force. I'm gonna rebase them and hope they don't get sunk. Okay, so that means then that we have... Okay. There we go. See, look, now they're being fully supplied, so that will be a better option. And I think these guys, what infrastructure do they have? Oh, they've got good infrastructure there. So going into the naval base at Newcastle or the naval base at Hull. Which is better? I would say this one is, because it's actually a coastal fort. So those guys are going to go in there, which is excellent, excellent news. And there's also one over here as well. Now, what's that one? Oh, Dover. Look at that. That's beautiful. And it means then that I could be in a position to... Who's this? There's Japan. Are we at war with them? Nationalist Spain. Diplomacy. Hang on. Who's in here? Manchuria. Oh, and so Nationalist Spain, I think, might be on our side. That would be kind of ironic. Now the thing is, you see those areas being taken. See, that's forest. That's not a very good spot. See, I'm just thinking down here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh heavens. See, he's got some troops in there. So what I might do is take some troops down to Africa, transport them down to Africa, and use them to aid the Brits in Africa, kick the Germans and Italians out of Africa, take Africa back, and then we can start maybe thinking about moving towards the rest of Europe, but it means moving more troops over. So, production, what I need is shitloads of transports. So, I don't need CAGs. So there we go. So, 10 loads of transports, because I want to be able to put transports over there fast. See, March 1942, so I've got some time. So it's not too bad. So we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. Oh heavens, what's going on around here? Of course, political map mode. We're supply map mode, so as you can see, supply is still going in. Who's that? That's Colon. Colon. What does that look like on there? Oh, Kingston supply. Supplied from... Oh, what's this? Supplied from Kingston. Okay, so these are the supply areas. Ah, right. Ah, getting you now. Getting you now, you see. See, contrary to popular belief, I do have a brain. See, these guys here, they're supplied from Washington, D.C. Now, these guys are also supplied from... See. The question is, do I send my battleship fleet? No, I don't. See, he is supplied, and supplies are still going in there. Supplies are okay there. 26 nodes away. These are being supplied from Manila, so supplies aren't too bad. I can't complain there. Now the thing is, oh heavens, look at all this lot. So, what I need to do then, is that transport fleet there yet? That's the battleship fleet. Is the transport fleet there yet, man? No, god damn it, man. I wish they get their fucking arse in gear. So, bombardment wing. They're going to rebase there. And there we go, that's an actual supply area. So we'll select these two, rebase, and we'll select the other one to rebase as well. Because this is Singapore, so I want to try and stop the Japs taking Singapore. So these guys will move in, there'll be the bombers and the fighters. And who are these guys? There's 4 there. Fighter, bomber, tactical wing. Yeah, they're a good bunch. Actually, no, I'll leave them at Clarkfield. I don't want them going anywhere. Now, the question is Phil sub RCS he's still going well? And got a few troops there. So there's Guam there. Complete with radar. Yay for Guam. Yay! And... so you've got these guys here, and these guys here. Now, see, at least these guys are, see, look, supplied, Honolulu supplied from Honolulu. You know what I'm thinking is that these guys need to come under the command of Honolulu Command. Right there. So this fella here, he goes to there. Well, in fact, I think he should come out and go... No, that's all he can do. Yeah, crud. Unless it's because he's too high in flipping... that's it, because he's too high in the skills. I've made the mistake. We'll have to see. Because it could be that he's too high. Who's the HQ here? See, CNC Pacific Fleet, Somerville. Select that. Now he is supplied from Honolulu. Okay. See, what I'm wondering is I can't demote it, can I? Right, so let's check to see how our friends in the cold over the pond section are getting on. So these guys here, we are going to send them out to patrol to intercept that area. Will they do that is the question. And here, we'll send these guys out. No, leave them at the moment. Because I want to try and get people down to Africa. It's really where I want it. I want all the fun happening in Africa. So, is my transport fleet there yet? So there's my subs, intercept returning. Here's my transport fleet. Oh my goodness. Rebase to Pembroke. How long is that going to take them? Wow. 3,000 kilometers. That's going to take them a while. See? Whoa. The bottle of Hainan Strait. Okay. And there is Halsey again in the Second Navy. Right, okay. Let's kick some ass. Okay. Let's send Burke out in the battleships. Ooh. Ah. Panama. Thank you, Panama. So. What? Oh, man. We lost the destroy division. Sons of bitches. Right, so, now the thing is, these guys here, there's nobody in there. And what we will say is, we'll say here, air superiority, air intercept, support strike, no. What will we do? There. Ground attack. There we go. So they'll go and ground attack those fellas. And these guys, who are the fighter wing, we will send them here. Or no, we won't, because they don't have enough fuel. Let's see, Fitch, can he do anything? Or has he already got commands? No, he's got no commands at all. So we will send him. See, that's tactical bombing wings, isn't it? And we will basically say, ground attack. There we go. So hopefully those guys will go and ground attack that area. There we go. Try and attack that infantry as it's pushing in. Now the thing is, I need to get some troops in there. Now, what can I do? Can I get Phil Subars down there? Who are these fine fellas? Ah! Haha! Asiatic fleet and So what we do is we get the transport fleet up to here to rebase. Are these guys now rebasing? They are, aren't they? They're going to bloody well rebase those. Says we're not getting a dingbat, but never mind. What's this? Yeah. Supply, resupply. What? Naval. The sodding hell's Naval. Oh, that's why, because it's down here, isn't it? Naval is there. Yes, so these fine fellas can go back home. Goodbye, fellas. So they can disappear, as there's no point having them down there because I've already got a transport fleet down that I didn't know about. So those guys are going to rebase. there. And then, what troops can I spare? I will send these guys down. Strategic redeployment. And these guys. A bit of strategic redeploy. And these guys. A bit of strategic redeploy. Okay, so that's anything in the middle? No. Okay, so about 16,000 troops or so. So that might do me for the time being. However, I will need to send out the destroyers. What have I got here? Okay, see, I've got a lot of armour there. I'm just wondering if I should send some armour out there. So you've got the Battleship Fleet 4, Battleship Fleet 1. And I'm thinking that I want to say sortie. So I'm going to send out the Battleship Fleet with a couple of bits and bobs. That should make things interesting for the Japs in this area around Hong Kong. In the meantime, let's see. Revolt Risk, Region Map Mode. See, so that's Siam, who's currently at war with us. These guys are allies, so that's good. However, I thought that said hack and slash. So, we just have to see how that goes. Okay. Now, the question is, has my transport... Oh, it's not made it yet. Come on, fellas. I so want all those guys to make it. I really do, because then I'm going to have to send them down here to Africa. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking to Africa. And then if we can get them into Africa through this pass, and then in here, let's see, into Tripoli, I can then start pushing back down here, down through, I think Benghazi, I think is down here. So we'll just have to wait and see. See, so look, yeah, they are. Some supply areas are, let's have a look. See, so that's mostly England, that's Vichy France, we're neutral. Okay, so that's allied and they're at war with us, so, oh crikey, so the Brits are all over the allies, so that means then that I can only go into, is that Iskenderun? I think that's Iskenderun, or, let's see where that is, Romani. Okay, so that's on the border. The question is, what's got the best infrastructure? So that's pretty good. Yeah, there it is. It'll have to go there then. So we've obviously got Greece allied, and there's Rodi and the Dodecanese. So, oh crikey, look, they're invading Greeks. See, so we're obviously fighting with the Greeks there, or fighting on the side of the Greeks, and we should just have to wait and see. So hopefully my guys make it. Okay, come on fellas, you can do it. And the actually, no. What's the infrastructure like compared to there? See, look. Rebase there. So there we go. Oh, crikey. Guam's under attack. Oh, heavens above. Right, okay, so what we need to do then is we need to get these fellas here, the Asiatic fleet out there, to intercept. Come on, fellas. Ugh. Come on, lads. Get out there and help them. Oh, my heavens. Look how many troops they've got there. The Battle of Guam. See, look. Oh, heavens. Look. He's pretty good. Oh, he's only got skill 1. But yeah, you can see, look, they're taking our flipping organisation down big time. Yeah, that's not good. And the bombing of Guam as well, so... See, as you can see, look, there's a little marker showing what battles are going on, degrees to which I'm losing. So, now, question is the transport fleet there? Yes, they are. Now, who have I got here? So, these guys in the boats. These guys in the boat. These guys in the boat. No, they're already there. Okay. So they're moving down for strategic redeployment. Now the question is... Yeah, put them in there as well. And then what we'll do is we will strategically rebase to there. And then I'll pick up some armour. And then we'll go and assist in Singapore. Unfortunately, the Guamese are not having a good time of it. See that? Battle of a gun. Oh my heavens above. 15 ships. Oh good God. That's really, really not good. Oh, Jesus. That's going to cause me a major headache now. Because let's just think, there's the flotilla there. And then we've obviously got the battleship fleet. Is that all that's there? Yeah, it is. Who's there? Is that Phil Sabas? Yeah, they're still in the same place, so we send him over. Is that the battleship fleet? Yeah, oh crikey, look at that. 3 ships against 9 ships. Oh God. Let's get these fellas back. Ah, they can't, they're retreating, so that... Ah! Intercept, attacking, come on fellas. Nah, they're gonna have to... Wow. Gonna have to massively increase my numbers. Otherwise it's gonna be absolutely shit-faced. Okay, so let's send these guys in to do... okay, let's not. Okay. Send them into ground attack. And then another one. Who are fighter wings. Can't do anything yet. Okay. So, I think I'm going to have to get heavy-handed because these guys have got a lot of ships in this area. So it might be that I need to bring my fleets down. My 2 big fleets. It's not that, it's that those guys. Those 12. And the other one as well. Not the, is it the Asiatic fleet? No. and then basically combine them all together into a single, well, not single fleet, but you know what I'm saying. But guess what, boys and girls? You'll have to wait. Here we go. So these guys have all been dropped off. Now, here's the transport fleet. And here are all these guys. See, look, 10... This is about 20, 30, 40, 50. About 60,000 men there. Now the question is, can I get them down to there? So it's a combination of armour and infantry, which will be a good combo if I can get down there. But I need to get their organisation strength back up before I can consider moving them. Same with these guys. These guys need resupplying before I can consider moving them. So you guys will have to wait and see what happens on the next episode of Tactics Thursday. Thanks for watching, guys. Latest.